When it comes to looking at past lives, why would you ever want to look at a past life that involved you being burned or drowned? To answer this question, I'll quickly talk about a soul's journey. Our souls spend time incarnating in physical bodies, in energetic forms, and in between lives, or what we might call in the spirit realm. Whatever is needed for our growth at that point in time, so to speak. Even though there really is no such thing as time as we know it. And our souls choose lives, choose experiences based on what we want to learn at that point. So maybe we want to learn about patience, and our soul says, hey, I'm going to take part of my consciousness and I'm going to send it down into that rock because I'd love to spend hundreds of years as a rock just absolutely doing nothing and learning patience. Or maybe the soul says, I want to experience tremendous freedom, and it comes down and incarnates as a monkey swinging through vines and branches. And there's no set order. You don't become a human and then say, oh, I can't go backwards now and be a monkey or a rock. It actually doesn't work like that. I've seen lives where people vacillate all over the place between all kinds of different life forms. There's no one form that is superior or better or higher than any other one. Again, it's whatever would be best for that soul's journey at that point, and what would benefit them for the quote-unquote future. So getting back to the question, why would you want to remember being burned alive or being drowned? I can't say that anyone would want to remember that, but what would be the point in remembering something like that? If you do it under hypnosis, like my clients do in a past life regression, the reason would be is because it's something that your higher self would bring to your conscious mind to show you in an attempt to get you to heal something left over from that lifetime. If you drowned or were burned, you probably died feeling tremendous shock and trauma, which could not have been resolved in that lifetime because that's how you died. So you would look at resolving and healing those feelings of shock and trauma in other lives after that. So you may go on to create other traumatic and shocking experiences and learning how to overcome that shock and trauma in those other lives. And that healing in that current life would translate into helping you heal the shock and trauma from that other life where you were burned alive or where you did drown. So what happens if you don't do something like past life regression? Does that shock and trauma just stay in you? No, it doesn't. You just live your life, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and bit by bit and piece by piece, you'll get healing in those lives that will also heal your soul from that previous drowning or being burned. See, it can take numerous lifetimes to overcome and heal from something like that, or you can do some sort of hypnotherapy where these things are brought top of mind for you to put the light on and heal right then and there. And since I help my clients work with their higher selves, I ask their higher selves, what does that fractal of their soul need? That fractal that is still in shock and trauma from being burned or being drowned. The higher self tells us, and we get it resolved right there in the session. So they're not carrying it and having to deal with it bit by bit and piece by piece in multiple lifetimes. And some people might say, oh, that's a shortcut, or that's cheating, or that's spiritual bypass. But higher selves have told me again and again, it's none of those things. It's just a different way of shining the light on some kind of buried trauma you have and bringing it to the light of consciousness and healing it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong or incorrect about doing it that way. We can choose the long way or a little bit shorter way. It's totally up to us and what our soul wants to experience. So while you wouldn't necessarily want to remember traumatic things from past lives, it can be hugely beneficial in helping you heal things and understand things about yourself in this current lifetime.